Francesco, here we are again, and this time we have a different format. We talk about the whole month of Taurus, right? So what do we have to expect? How is the energy? How was the energy in the last 2 weeks, and what we can expect in the next 4 weeks? What do you think?
Yeah, well, we saw this different format in with the lunar month of Taurus, like from the 13th of April till available until the 11th of May. And this is the new moon. A new moon. We saw this new moon arriving in Aries. So it was a new moon in Aries yesterday, uh, bringing still anchored to the Aries. So we can see that there are a lot of planets in Aries, right? Like that's the interesting thing is that we see in Aries all these planets. We started with the moon as well. It was here. This is the moon as it is today, right now, which is in Taurus already. But before, yesterday was in with Mercury, the Sun, Venus. They're all in Aries. So it's a very special new moon of Taurus. It's a special Taurus with a lot of fire and no earth. There are very few elements in earth, which makes this start of the month very action lead. So there is a lot of action, there is a lot of fire, and fire and earth are not completely agreeing with each other. Yeah. So we're gonna be we need to ground ourselves. We need to find a moment of meditation. We need to start the day with a proper consciousness awareness. Otherwise, we're gonna start to have a reactive mode. We're gonna feel the tension of over explain ourselves, over push, and this is a bit of the energy that we had the last couple of weeks, like the needs of going further to talk, to speak, to make up our mind, and then making over explanation of who we are. Yeah. We felt as if like, because before at the beginning of last month, we felt a little bit like pushed away, as if you were pushed away, as if like we couldn't really find the right words to explain ourselves, and then we had to over explain. We went into full moon with a lot of tension because of this Mars in Gemini pushing us to talk our own truth, which is based on principles more than actually real life, real facts. Now this energy is gone, and then the end of the last week was very positive, so we start to feel like more focus on our own work, on our own solid
Yeah,
base, and Saturn is helping us on this. But Saturn is also playing, as usual, this role of monitoring the past, like what is the past telling us. And because there is still the square with Uranus, which we've been talking over and over, and it's going to last for a very long time. So this relationship between past and future is still like pushing us to understand, are we ready for this change? So this whole month is leading us, is leading this moon. The moon is leading us towards this like full moon in Scorpio, right? It's going to be full moon in Scorpio when the sun, which is going to move here,
yeah,
is going to be opposite to the moon, and
yeah.
that will happen on the 27th of April,
Mm.
right? So this full moon in Scorpio is very special, because when the full moon is going to be in Scorpio, we're going to be first of all, we're going to be a trine with Mars, which is giving us a very action driven understanding of change, and this change is going to happen like in Scorpio. So what does it mean? It means that the moon is going to reveal, probably for the first time in the year, for this year, what is it that we need to change. This is a very important moment of our life, because we are all going into a transition. And we know that because of the score of the Saturn in Aries, in the Saturn in Aquarius is telling us like more and more and more that we have to be prepared, as all society needs to be prepared to a change, and the change that is aware of that past, right?
Okay.
So this whole pandemic, this whole situation is actually a very good example of a full society that needs to change something, and needs to change something with Uranus telling us that this change, it needs to happen, most probably in the communication or in technology, in the way that we work. The way that we work, they used to work. It's not working anymore.
Yeah.
So we need to find a new way, new dynamic for our own life, each one of us, but also as a society
Mhm.
altogether. So the past need to change, and this special combination of the special aspect, the special transit of the moon on the full moon on the 27th of April, and the trine, which is going to be trine with Mars, is going to give us like a very complete view of the situation.
Mhm.
So we're going to have a manifestation, a clarity, an inspiration of what we need to change, what need to be done, what is the work that we're going to go. And this is going to be a work that is going to be probably completed on the 2023, when also Pluto is going to move into Aquarius,
Uh-huh.
and when there will be more changes manifested. So we are all into a transition. We all singly, like in our singularity, but also in our plurality of society. We are all going into this change, affecting
Mhm.
mostly work and certain dynamics. So we can say a few things about Taurus, which is a feminine sign and is a fixed sign. So Taurus is the fire aspect of the Earth planets, which means like is the kind of more dynamic in a way, right?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, we know that Taurus is a very slow sign.
Mhm.
It's a very slow. It's got a slow characteristic. Everything is sleeping. Everything is sleeping. But what does it mean that everything is sleeping? Everything happens in the unconscious. And this is from the Kabbalah point of view, that's very special. That is very important month. It's called the month of Ziv. So the month of Ziv, like this energy of Ziv, the shining, the light revealed and concealed within the seed. It's like the light is not from above, but it's from within. So in the concept is that everything sparkle from within. So if we think about the seeds that start to grow, the light is revealed from within. So the
Yeah.
fruit is already in the seed.
Yeah.
And the seed finally sparkle is life, is awaken. So
Mhm.
it's all about awakening. So yes, we feel sleepy, in reality we are awakening. So we have to feel that sleeping time. We have to feel that we are resetting things. It's like starting from scratch. We are dead and now we are reborn.
Mhm.
We were dead and we are restarting again our life. So the concept that we should put in our meditation on a daily basis is that there is an injection of light
Yeah.
that sparks from within us,
Mhm.
but not only in us, also in the things that we see around us. And then if we can connect to that light from inside to outside, that will give us a lot of blessings.
Mhm.
Life will start to shine because everything is from within. The light is revealed from inside to outside. But if we expect things to come from the outside, we are going against the grid. So it's very important to be the starter of the light and not the receiver.
Yeah.
The concept is like to be a seed, to become a seed. And in the seed, there is already the manifestation of the fruit.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful time to focus on planning.
Yeah.
Because in reality, this is the start of the new year, like a new year. Like, we see in Kabbalah, in Kabbalistic astrology, we see a lot of new start. Yeah. During the whole year, there are few moments that are new starts. This is one of those. Like Taurus is a start because it's part of the spring. It's the most important part of the central moment of spring,
Mhm.
which per se it is a start, a new start. So there are a lot of ideas coming, and not of new things coming and manifesting. But it's not about manifesting them outside, it's manifesting from the inside.
Ah, wow.
So especially these weeks, like until like the 27th of April, like so in the first part of this month, before the full moon, we're gonna have a lot of epiphanies. We're gonna have a lot of sparkle of ideas. So the suggestion is to write down, to have your notebook with you and a pen, because you're
Mm.
gonna have a lot of ideas coming to you, and these ideas, probably because of this whole configuration, are related to your job, to not this job, your future job, the one that you've been prepared for 1 year to
Mm.
do.
For me, there is not much to say. I think in the Enneagram, we are more like 2 and 3. We have this sphere of love, where we sometimes think we have to give love in exchange to receive love. And the escape basically from this trading mentality is that we take responsibility for our lives, to get out of the laziness and be a leader of our own environment, right? To stand up for ourselves and not try to please other people anymore, but to really say, this is what I want and I go for it.
Yeah, this is beautiful, and the energy of Venus can help us in this. Like as we say before, Venus, a Venus that is inside outside, a Venus that is revealing the beauty within, not the beauty from the outside. So instead of being looking ourselves in the mirror, we look in ourselves inside, and
Mm.
this inside is coming outside to help and recognize it into others,
Yeah,
not recognizing just in ourselves and be complacent, but
yeah,
actually recognizing another and be supportive. The real challenge of Taurus is probably to go out of the comfort zone, right?
yeah,
Because the slow pace is very, is very manifested in Taurus people, right?
yeah.
But the comfort zone, like being there and waiting, then other things happening, and then slowly. But Taurus is is the month of food, crops, health, wealth, money. So for a reason, right? Because this Venus from within is moving things in a certain way, able to sum up, to put borders around properties, right? Like around
Yes,
what is it? So it's a proper manifestation, and this fire that we see is actually supporting the action of build, right? So if we can understand that energy and go with it instead of avoiding it,
so
then
this is the moment, in other words, to draw the circle, to draw the field and put your seeds into the field and protect the field, right? And to know, what do I really want? I mean, what we're always looking for when we investigate about human desire and goal setting, everybody of us who wants to have the job, the relationship, a career, a success, finally we're only looking for feelings. So what is the feeling I'm looking for, and how can I achieve this feeling? When we look deep enough, we always find that the feeling of joy and peace are already inside us. That's what you say. So when we find it inside us, we have there's the temptation to just sit there and meditate, right? But in order to be a human being and to acting with other people, we have to grow our seeds, but projecting the crops into the future, into the autumn, in order to do something about it, to go out in the world and interact with people. So not only contain our inner light, but also to extend it into time, into the future, into the other world, in the outside world, and work with this, right, in a loving way.
yes, absolutely, yes, exactly like this. We give by from, as I said, like this month from inside, from getting like that light from inside, and understanding that this inside is in every one of us, in
Yeah.
everything. There is a concealed light that is a manifestation of the fruit, as you say. Like the fruit that is going to be is already present in that seed. So connecting to this idea is very powerful, because in this time of planning, and the Taurus are amazing in that. Like, yes, they are probably comfortable and slow, but they are also very good at planning and organizing things.
Mhm.
And this is the very teaching that we want to get. That this is the time in which we can plan the rest of the month, like what we want, day by day, month by
Yeah.
month, day by day. Like we can really work on our calendar of events and define achievable things, and everything that we plan is going to happen this month, because
Ah, yeah.
we have such a strong connection on the seed level, because the manifestation of the seed is already there.
Yeah.
We can define day by day our own year plan. Much more than other moments, this is the time to plan better than, definitely better than New Year's resolution, because this is the actually seed level light revelation.
So this is amazing. In a way, this is the beginning of the year from the agricultural standpoint.
Absolutely, yes. And of course it affects us because we are part of a system in which, like, nature, all the nature around us is awakening. Why we are not awakening in that? We're also awakening. Our senses are awakened. Our inspiration, why we sleep more? Because we need dreams. And dreams are a source of inspiration. And inspiration are the newborn ideas that we need to put in constant revelation. We closed something and we open
Yeah.
something new. Like this process of course started already a little bit, yeah, in Aries, but now it's full. It's in its own fullness. Like the seeds are ready to come up, to to to
Very
to
nice.
burst, and that's where we want to go. Yeah.
Very good. So this is about this coming month. So let's say a little bit about our counseling, about our coaching. So we have many clients already who ask with their birth charts, what are my transitions, right? What do I have to look at in this year? Where is my way, my pathway? What I have to focus on? Maybe you can say something a little bit about this, our counseling personally.
Yes, this is a part of this new format as well, is to give a little bit more space for new personalized readings, in which we want to use a little bit of enneagram, a little bit of astrology, a little bit of counseling together. So in order to help people and giving them the opportunity to see the way that we work together and the way that we can help them with, especially with the transit and the enneagram. They are very important tools to understand what what needs to be done. What is this change should happen in your life? So please, like, visit our website and follow our form, fill in the form, and then we will reply to you, and keep in touch with us so we can give you some advice.
Thank you for watching. Thank you, Francisco. Bye
Thank
for
you.
now.